Hello, YouTube. This is Michelle, and I thought I'd give you an update on everything before my mom got home from work. I love my days when she's not here. It is very peaceful. I get to do whatever I want to do within reason, and um, other than that, I'm like, wow. Um, First off, reborn pregnancy is going well. I still feel Sydney kicking, and she gets up in my ribs and makes my ribs hurt. But other than that, she's a very long baby. I can already tell that she's squished up, but she's a long, long baby. And I'm all baby, I think, this time. So, um, it's all baby down there. So, but two places she loves to get is in my rib cage and on my bladder. But other than that, she's very actively kicking, and due date's the 10th of September. I mean, the 10th of August. And exactly 3 weeks from tomorrow is my 48th birthday. Yay! Um, I'm not really big on birthdays, guys, but this is my 48th birthday coming up, and um, mm, birthdays are birthdays to me. Not any special. There's no special time than birthdays. Um, I need to address a couple of issues that have come up, and one of the issues that are coming up is I am actively looking on YouTube at many different things, and I came across a blog that was very disturbing to me, and it is getting rid of your reborns, which is not right. If you're going to spend the money that you're going to spend on them, you need to keep them. And I am telling you this because there is a connection between you and your reborn. Even though they're not real, I still have a connection between them and me. And so, um, in telling you this, I really firmly believe that you're mistreating your reborn by giving it away. And just plain and simple, I would never, ever, 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 ever give Sydney away. She's my baby girl, and I would never give her away under any circumstances. So I want to let you all know that I am against people who give their reborns away, even if you buy them. If you don't think you're going to keep them, then don't buy them, because you hurt their feelings when you do that. Um, Secondly, I will not be preaching on YouTube. I mean, I will not be, Wednesday night, I will not be on Pal Talk. I am taking a sabbatical of 2 months, and I will not be on Pal Talk for the next 2 months at least. And but I will be doing many Bible studies here on YouTube as as the Lord leads. If the Lord doesn't lead me to do so, I don't do so. Thirdly, I would like to give you a little bit of a testimony about my life and about where I came from, and about where I used to live, and how living as a missionary kid impacted my life big time. Um, when when you've been raised in a home that has been dysfunctional, but yet have been through a pastor's kid and an MK kid, you have strong bonds between missionary missions. And so anyway, I was 6 years old maybe when I left to go to Taiwan, and um we boarded a ship, and it took us across the Pacific Ocean. And if anybody knows about oceans, you do not travel on the ocean in the winter months because it is extremely rocky. There were times where the ship would go all the way down and come up, all the way down and come up, and it would rock back and forth, all the way down and up because of the storms, and because of the storms in the Pacific Ocean in the winter time. And so we stopped over in Hawaii the first time going to Taiwan, and then we reboarded the ship, and then we went from Hawaii over to Hong Kong, and that was our first trip over to Taiwan. And then we flew from Taiwan to Taipei on I want to say China Airlines, but I'm not really all sure which airlines it was. It's been so long ago. But anyway, we had to um, we moved. We went from Taipei down to Taichung, and we moved into a very, very tiny apartment or a house. And all our stuff from Taiwan, all our stuff from America was already there at the house when we got there. And so we got all of our toys and stuff like that. Um, Stuff like that. And so anyway, um, that's basically what went on there. And then we would come home periodically, and when we would come home periodically, we would fly over, we would fly over to fly back to the United States and fly back to Taiwan. And I can remember, I love airports, and some of the best times that I had was at the airport waiting to board the airplane. And we would fly basically at night. We really did not fly going overseas. We would fly basically at night, and I don't know why, but I remember, boarding an airline and having to reboard another one because the aircraft tore up, and lots of headaches with it. But what am I trying to say? It's a very rewarding, very, very rewarding feeling to be able to be an MK kid and grow up around friends of Taiwan, the Jameses, Deborah, and Uncle Sam and Aunt Rachel, and Philip, and James are all really, really special to us. Mike and Kitty, and Sarah, and Shelly and Sherry, and Susan and Sandy are all specials to us. We all grew up together in Taiwan. And so, and Gracie Morris, well, she's married now, but Gracie used to be Morris, and Uncle Richard and Aunt Tina all was really special to us. And Aunt Rachel, and Aunt Tina and Uncle Richard have all gone home to be with the Lord. And my heart goes out to Gracie and her sisters. But anyway, I really grew up. Taiwan was become some of the best years of my life. We got to go to places like Kuroka Gorge and to many, many different temples. Um, New New China. See, the New Year in Chinese New Year is a awesome thing to watch. We would see the dragon go down the street, and people would throw candy out, and all kinds of things. And we'd go to the beach maybe 3 or 4 times a year. And one Pacific time we went at Easter one time and got caught with the rain of with a typhoon out in the Pacific. And OMB is south, down in the southern tip of Taiwan. And we all had a good time in Taiwan. It was awesome. It was fun. We enjoyed living there. We got to go swimming in the swimming pool. We had a 10 feet deep swimming pool with a high diving board and a low diving board. I jumped off the high diving board the first time in my life, and it was scary, but it was fun. Um, I took home economics in ninth grade, and I took lifeguarding in ninth grade, and swimming in ninth grade. Took piano, learned how to play the piano over in Taiwan, and in that area, I want to tell you guys, God bless me because I had to leave my piano up in Michigan. I actually sold it for $100, and I've been looking for a piano for quite some time. When I found a person that had a piano for $50, and all I had to pay was $50 for this for the piano that I have. And so I replaced one piano to another piano in less than 5 years. And so that was awesome that the Lord gave me this piano, and I love to play. I love to sit there and just play all day long if I could, but I can't. So, but anyway, in saying all of that, I firmly believe that, if you want something out of life, you've got to give it, and being a missionary kid and growing up in an island among Chinese was the most privileged thing that a child could ever have or ever get to do. And I am truly blessed. I feel blessed in the fact that I was able to go and live in Taiwan for 9 years. And I just really enjoyed Taiwan. I really enjoyed living over there. And if I had the money to go back to visit, I would do it in a heartbeat because the Chinese have such awesome, awesome, awesome culture, and when we first, I will say this, but when we first arrived in Taiwan, and we had gone from Taipei to Taichung in a van, and we were getting ready to be dropped off at the house that we were going to be staying at until the house on campus got done. There was this guy, and he was going to the bathroom out in the open in the Benjo. And the reason why he did that was because there was no bathroom in his house. And so we all thought that was really funny, driving by and seeing somebody pee in the Benjo. And that's the kind of thing that we would see in Taiwan. And mothers that were pregnant would have their babies in the rice paddy and go right back to work after they had their babies. And we did see an American doctor. Um, one time I had a really, really bad case of ulcers in my mouth, and I had to take medicine for that to get rid of it. It's a viral type thing. When you get an ulcer in your mouth, it's viral. And so I had to go see American Doctor, and I was able to see a newborn baby that had just been born, and they put that purple stuff in their mouth. And that was pretty awesome because it was just been born, and there was other things that we saw, like kids having temperatures taken, and and so forth. And so we had a really, really awesome time in Taiwan as kids growing up. I have three brothers, all older than I am. Mike has got 12. My oldest brother's got 12 kids. Um, and my second oldest brother's got two. And both of their kids are one of them's getting married in December, and the other one is already married. And Andy's got three kids, and so um, so in all of that, I'm the youngest of the three, and so we have four kids and two parents. And my father has gone on to be with the Lord. Um, he died in 98, 14 years ago this year. And it's hard to believe that it's been that long, but it really has been that long. And so, it's a hard thing because I lost my baby. I miscarried a child at 8 weeks gestation, and back in 97, exactly 2 months to two a year and 2 months before my dad died in 98. He died in November on the 19th, on the 13th of November, Friday the 13th, he died. And it was like yesterday, but anyway, I'm not going to get on that tangent. And so anyway, we all had a good time growing up as Taiwan and being a missionary kid. Um, we stayed in Taiwan till I was in the ninth grade. Well, actually, I came home and I was on the 10th grade. So I finished the ninth grade and I was in the 10th grade. And the last 2 years of my school, I went to Southern High School. I started out at Wake Forest High, and um, then I went to Southern High School and graduated. So, yeah, I had being in Taiwan for 9 years and then coming home was a big culture shock because it's totally different living here in the United States versus living in Taiwan. And if you really want to know, the truth of the matter is, I would much rather be living in Taiwan right now than I would be here in America. But that's beside the point. Um, but anyway, things around here are doing good. The pregnancy's going well. I should have Sydney later on this week. Due date's on the 10th. I don't know when she's gonna send it. I don't know when she's gonna come. I don't know anything about that at this given moment. But I don't know. And so anyway, being a PK kid was a very interesting experience. As an MK, as a PK kid, um, you gotta watch what you do, and a lot of things happened while my father was a minister. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I'm an MK, a post MK, and post PK, pastor kid and missionary kid. And so, and I want to address something else on YouTube about the other day about about me voting Democrat for presidency, and I do want to make the apology that I've come hard down on Mick Rooney. But like I said, I don't. We don't need a person that does not believe in Jesus Christ in office. And so I'm asking everybody, think before you vote and vote for Obama, because he's the best man for the best job. Um, but other than that, I think this is it, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.